instead of just blindly investing something because either your advisor said it, or especially if someone over the internet says to invest in something, do your own research. Whether it's someone on a radio show like this, or just, Elon Musk tweeting out something about Dogecoin. Do
Right.
some research before you put money into something.
And the number one thing that people need to learn and learn first is the jargon, is the terminology that we use. I remember trying to explain, I go, Dad, why should I buy this? And all I remember is like the stockbroker, he sent me, I goes, here, you can talk to him. And in 10 minutes, he goes, past performance is not indicative of future results. And my dad just throws me a prospectus. I'm like, but all of this is, future looking statements. And I didn't even know that term back then, but that's what they were. They were projections. They're just wild guesses. And they go, but look at how good we did in the past. Well, some things that did good in the past will continue to do good. In fact, they had the Nifty 50. But basically, stock market investing was considered wild and risky. I can't believe after ERISA in the mid 80s, now everybody is contingent. Their whole 401k in virtually every company plan is contingent on the stock market. And some of the things that people, they don't even know what questions to ask. And maybe they're embarrassed because they don't understand the terminology. But I ask you, what's the P&E ratio? And you go, what? And you actually went out. I thought it was brilliant because I was a man. I was too proud to ask, what does this mean? And you know what your mom did? She went out and bought Investing for Dummies.
It seemed like a good idea at the time because I knew nothing.
But I'm thinking, I thought
Maybe
it was
that's
stupid at the time. And now I'm looking back thinking, I wish I was that smart. But we mature with age.
maybe. And yet she was trying to learn. She was working to grow and not just try to do everything herself. That's another great lesson, is constantly be learning. If you don't know something, figure out how you can look it up. With the internet nowadays, there is so much information out there. There is more than anyone could possibly hope to learn everything from.
If you're interested in a book, we have The Complete Idiot's Guide to Getting Rich by Stuart Welch. And this is the third edition. There's probably multiple new editions out here, but I know Stuart. We work together. And this is really simple, easy stuff to read. But if you want to start and you don't know where to start, I like to just learn what the words mean rather than try and read this stuff. So I wrote up definitions. And where could they get my list of definitions, Ethan?
You can get those at realpowerfamily.com on the store page. If you get the Ultimate Evaluator Packet, it comes with that.
Yeah, just if you get the Ultimate Evaluator Packet, it has the evaluator that we use when we're buying an apartment building. And it's pretty and colorful, and you just type stuff in and it autofills and calculates. And it gives you the most important numbers, like the cap rate and the NOI and actual cash flow before taxes. And then, since you are brand new and getting started, you have no idea what that might mean. So you click over to the definitions, like amortization. What is amortization?
Well, amortization, I'm not reading your definition, but my definition would be a loan that slowly gets paid off, or the slow paying off of a loan.
Exactly. And my definition is, it's a little bit more like me. Amortization equals a loan slowly dies. It really goes back to death, or amort or morte, I believe is Latin. It's somewhere close to that, but it is amortizing. It is slowly dying. And then it goes on, my definition, and none of these came from Webster unless I used, like a real dictionary to make fun of. It says you're paying off principal and interest in every payment. Each payment, the principal amount increases and the interest amount decreases until the loan is paid off. So people say things like, oh, but when you get a 30-year loan, all you pay is interest for the first X number of years. Well, that's not true. If it is a 30-year loan, then you must be paying at least 1 penny of principal. If the principal didn't go down in the first payment, then it could never be paid off. You could do even a 100-year loan, but you're still paying something. Is the vast majority of the first payment interest? Yes. But then if you get a 6-year loan, more than half of it automatically goes to principal and less than half goes to interest in over 6 years every payment. And it doesn't matter if you make daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly payments, however the amortization is set up. Each one pays a little teeny bit more principal and a little bit less interest. The closer you get to the end, the more principal you're paying.